Along your journey in life, it's important you take these moments to reflect and kind of assess your life and the steps that you've made, the missteps that you've had, and kind of recalibrate. That can be a very healthy thing to do. When you go to 10,000 type foot elevations, you have 10,000 foot type of ideas. And so one of my favorite things to do is just that. I call it blue sky time. Get out, connect with the sky, and be creative. But in this moment, what I'm doing right now is I'm really reflecting on the last 2 decades. And like, what advice would I give to myself 20 years ago? So this year I turned 44 years old. So for me, I'd be giving some advice to myself 20 years ago, which would be 24 years old. That was a really unique time in my life. Like, I was going through a lot. I was kind of becoming a man. When you're younger, you spend a lot of energy and time trying to be somebody. Like, that's what mattered to me in that moment, right? Was to be somebody. So I really pushed myself to do that. In some ways that was probably good. I found out a lot about who I was. In other ways, maybe I pushed too hard or went the wrong direction or I missed certain things. And so these 3 tips are what I would say to myself to help better direct my life and my journey at that time. The first thing I would say is to remember that it's okay to ask for help along the way. Not just the kind of help that helps you move forward in life, but the type of help when you're going through a challenging time. I just started opening my business. I was kind of moving along with that process, and I was experiencing a lot of stress. But I held that stress in. And so right around that time as well, I got diagnosed with severe ulcerative colitis, or like Crohn's disease. But essentially looking back today, what I believe that was from was holding and bottling that stress in. But when I look back, it all stemmed from me not asking for help. I'm like, oh, I got this, I gotta suck it up. And I held my voice inside. And when you do that, you can't express your energy, and the energy stays within. That can be actually an unhealthy thing. If you learn to ask for help, if you learn to use your voice, that can be a very, very powerful thing, which leads to the second piece of advice I'd give to myself if I was experiencing something like this again. I would tell myself to take more risk, to take the shots, to ask the girl out, take the vacation, bet on yourself, spend the money, just go do the thing. Follow your heart more, your intuition more. When you're younger, you always think there's time. Like, there'll always be a moment, there'll always be that day. But then what really happens is those days tick by, those moments pass. Before you know it, 5 years have gone by, you're married, maybe you have kids, and then you have other responsibilities. And you never get those moments back. And then that whole cycle starts again, because then that same experience is taking place with your kids, or with your business, or with the new people in your life, and the same messaging is taking place, meaning that you start to put things off once more again. Oh, I'll take that vacation with the kids someday. I'll start that new business someday. Then I had one of those moments where I was so close to death's door that I could smell the other side of it. I could almost taste it. Now that moment was terrifying. It was horrendous. But what came with that experience was the realization of what really matters, that the moment has truly expired, that the moment is right now. So if you're feeling the itch to do something, I would encourage you to do it. Take the risk, take the shot. You never know when time's out, man. And then you can embody that type of energy. There's a looseness, there's a swagger that you can carry with it, because you understand what truly matters in life. You understand where you're going, what your life is about, and what you want to get out of it, and who the type of person that you are. Because you learn to develop that person as you take steps and progress in life. That shit just doesn't come naturally. You have to move through life. You have to go through challenging situations. You have to learn that the obstacle truly is the way. And I would remind myself that every single day, that the obstacle, my friend, is a blessing. It's a gift. Move right towards it. And when you embody that energy, you start to get different outcomes, and it starts to build your confidence from the inside out, because you're building true core confidence, because you're doing the thing, because you're crafting yourself into a man that you respect at the end of the day. And that energy exudes out of you. That leads to the last piece of advice that I would give to myself, and that's that you're doing it for you. You don't need their approval. When I look back, what held me back a lot of times in life, and probably maybe you can relate with this, is you're thinking about someone else's approval. Maybe it's your parents' approval, your friends' approval, everybody from high school, or the friends you hang out with now, or society as a whole. You want to do something, but you're afraid if you fail and it doesn't work out, you might be embarrassed. Everyone's gonna look and go, ha ha, see, you tried, but you didn't do it. And I would say to that, fuck them and fuck that noise. Because the reality is, no one fucking cares, man. You think they care, but they don't care. I'm telling you right now, they don't care. Like, even after I almost died, a lot of people reached out, they gave me their love, they gave me their energy. That was a beautiful thing. But only a handful of people really stayed with it and followed up. After that, everybody kind of goes along their business. And that's okay, because that's just reality of life. Like, everyone's got responsibilities. There's noise and friction in their own life that they have to take care of. But the minute you understand that is actually the same time that you get freedom for yourself. And that's a good thing, because then you're doing everything for you. You're not doing it for somebody else's approval, someone else's idea, someone's thought of what you should or shouldn't be doing in life. Fuck that noise. That's exhausting. Then you don't get where you want to go in life. You get to where they want you to go in life. And that ain't freedom, homie. If you want to truly be free in life, if you want to find out who the fuck you are and what you're made of, you got to step into life. You got to be willing to take the hits, and that's okay. That's a good thing. But you will never take those steps if you're not doing it for you and what matters to you and what you believe in. Like, that's your second birth, I believe, is the moment you wake up and go, hang on, what do I believe in life? And when that moment takes place, what I would like to say to you is congratulations and cheers to your actual birth. My friend, I hope these insights are a blessing to you. It's a beautiful day. It's a little chilly out here, but a nice fall day. I came out here to reflect, to breathe a little bit, to connect with the energy of life, and to share a message with you. What I'd like for you to do now is write the word action in the comments below. What that is like a step or an intention for yourself that you're committed to taking action in life, because action creates momentum and momentum creates results. And at the end of the day, talk is cheap, baby. Results are what makes the difference. But all outcomes start with a commitment to simply take action, to take a step. So go ahead and do that for you. And of course, like, share, subscribe. It truly means so much. It costs you nothing, but it goes a long way. So have a beautiful day, my friend. Till next time. Peace.